this guy Swifty Blue, I'm gonna use him example to be like, hey, I ain't never had no issues with that guy. He was always very, very gentleman-like with me. You know, I know he liked my music and he wanted me to work with him. I just think that he got guided incorrectly, you know, and I just seen that other rap genres or what it was. I don't know if it was, I'm not trying to put the shade on the black culture or on the other cultures, but I think sometimes people feed into what the other politics are doing, you know? As far as what we do, like, we move different. Southern California, and they need to know that. This younger generation really needs to know that there ain't no way in hell or in heaven that you're gonna be out here waving around your pistols thinking that that's popping and thinking that you ain't gonna go do some jail time. You're gonna go to jail, and when you go to jail, you ain't gonna run black resident, because the blacks ain't gonna care about you. You're gonna run Southside. You have to run our politics. So you ain't never gonna be out here telling me that you waving pistols and then you get caught up and then say that you ain't a part of us. I don't want that for these young homies, bro. Man, like, and I didn't want that for Swifty, and I don't want that for everybody along that. So seeing Chito next to him, I just think he doesn't know, because I dissect things and I'm just like, okay, he came from this barrio. They might just have nothing but little youngsters around there at the time. And most barrios have that. It's nothing but little youngsters. They don't have older homies pulling up, checking up on them. So it's, you know, for what was I with Chito Ranas, I was only in there for a week. And when I usually go in there, I go inside high power, bro.
Yo, Mitch Pansecotlo, Deshpa, mis saludos y respetos, full bleh. Greetings to all my gente out there. Hopefully everyone's having a good day. For those of you who are just cruising on by, welcome. My name is Manny and I'm the Jaguar Man. Mucho gusto. Y ya sabes, this is a channel, homie, where we make homies never break. And if we do get a little rough and tough, it's just a little coscorrón con cariño y respeto. Know what I'm saying? Don't take it personal, ese. That's right. Well, as you guys seen, homie, the little intro. A big shout out to the homie Young Dopey with a good head on his shoulders. That's what you call right there a man of class, conduct, respect. That's right, homie. I tip my hat, camarada. So, wanted to touch real quick on what he was saying. You know, I believe I was gone, you know, for a very long time. Got out and I started hearing and I started seeing what changes. Things weren't the same anymore, especially in the hood, my environment. I guess the new cholo, the new gangster, but people were out there waving guns, like the homie said, thinking that there was no repercussions, thinking maybe that, I guess they're never gonna ever get busted. Doing what they want to do, use words that offend other people, thinking it's cool, call it a swag, stilo, not my stilo, not a homie stilo, you know what I'm saying? Putting on their pants, you know, down to almost their knees, showing cachetes. I mean, come on, I mean, chingao. Like my dad used to say, póngase bien los pantalones, mijo. Fájese bien. Put your pants right, homie, to your waist. That's what a real man does. Yeah, I know. I don't come from that era where the homies were wearing their pantalones all up here to the chest. Nah, homie, nah. Yeah, I'm old. I'm an old hip, but not that old. Chingao. Anyhow, I believe that a lot of homies were misguided. I guess a lot of young homies were growing up on the calles or the hood scene or barrio, whatever you want to call it, with no guidance, no direction, nobody old enough to take that leadership role. A lot of us got put away in the 90s, mid 90s, late 90s, and we were gone most of the 2000s. I got locked up at 23, paroled at 33, I believe. You make the math. So I believe a lot of homies were growing up like a chicken with no head, all over the place. Chingao. And all they seen on social media was other cultures, different razas, hip hop, all these other movies. Seen our gente, because we never even got that chance in Hollywood or on the mainstream radio. So we start getting we start paroling, or we start seeing our young sobrinos, little brothers, little homies, acting a certain way, like, whoa, wait a minute, homie. Man, what's really going on right here? You start seeing on social media, homies speak up like, hey, homie, clowning and shit. Skinny jeans, what they call it, the Edgar haircut, and oh, wow. But hey, we're thinking, okay, it's a new generation, it's a new vibe, I guess, a new swag. But when you start using words that actually offend people of a certain race, it's like, whoa, okay, wait a minute. Me growing up using that word was a no. It was fight. It was disrespecting someone, and you were gonna fight. And where I grew up, we didn't use it. And growing up, the homies that would use that were all maybe from the Double S over there, Compton and Watts and shit. And that was understandable, because sometimes there's cities, there's environments where there's a mixture of things, like they say, a melting pot, and everything just mixes up like a firme Southside spread, homie. Que no? Anyhow, so in regards to the youngsters, Swifty Blue, when I saw him, I was like, damn, okay, este vato, okay, he probably don't got no older homies to guide him, or he's either a fucking hothead or never been to the pen, to the county, or, because I know once you go upstate, that's a no-no, homie. We got a lot of older homies out there with influence that are very hard on that. Anyhow, don't want to get too deep into politics and stuff like that, but just briefly want to piggyback on what Dopey was saying, and be original, be a little bit more original. And to tell the truth, I've seen a big change now. You see them now more embracing our cultura. Now they're throwing down the Charlie Browns, the Ben Davis, more like what we were doing. Not really wearing big pants like we did. I think we did it overboard and shit, looking like parachutes and shit. Anyhow, it's cool. It makes me happy to see them, out there, doing the little two-step and shit, elbows up y la chingada. Now because I noticed a lot of older homies on social media pressing up on them like, hey, what's going on, homie? Sooner or later you're out there fucking being tough Timmy, waving guns, and being a criminal, breaking the law. You know where you're gonna end up, homie? You're gonna end up in the county jail. And guess what? In there's rules and regulations. There's a program, a protocol that people expect to be respected. So therefore, you gotta make a choice, homie, of what you're gonna do, dog. So nobody's bigger than the programa. Don't try to be a tough guy, homie, that you know it all, que woo. Because out here, you got your pistol, homie, but in there, you got your fist. And if you're experienced or have a little knowledge in how to make a homemade little something, then okay, good luck, ese. But anyhow, I just wanted to piggyback on that. I believe that a lot of homies were put away, were gone, 3 strikes, y la chingada. And little homies were running the calles, like I said, like a chicken with no head, no guidance, no direction, y pues, ni modo. Pero hey, you know what? It's never too late, homies. We got older homies now, like sure that they got a lot of eyes looking at them, a lot of ears listening, and they got good head on their shoulders, and that's good, because I'm sure that there's young, smart little homies that are soaking up the game. So pay attention, little homie, if you're listening. Y pues, hey, I don't know it all myself, homie, but my door is always open, homes. And I do post up little videos here and there. I don't get into all them politics, prison politics, and stuff like that. I leave that for prison. I do every now and then share a little story of myself being in there doing time, or my little stories and 40s on street shit. But yeah, ya sabes, homie. I just thought I piggyback off that. Once again, big shout out to those two individuals, Mr. Criminal Young Dopey. Ya sabes, homie. Y pues, with that said, I'm your host, with the most. My name is Manny. I'm the Jaguar Man. Don't forget to comment, subscribe. Leave the homie a little like, whether it's a big thumbs up or down. No hay pedo. Because agüita pierde. With that said, much love y cariño y respeto al rato. Get out the way, get out the way. I'm doing 100 on the freeway. Get out the way.